Hello. Good evening, friends. Hi, Mary Jo. Hi, Serena. We are going to crochet a little bit this evening. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Seta. Hi, Tina. Hi, Salil. Oh, look at all of us. We're all here. Angelica's here. Yay, Christmas music. I hope you guys are okay with Christmas music. It's November. Officially, Merry Christmas, everyone. We are working on the Lacy Garden Top. This is going to be part of my vlog later this week, but the live stream is going to be part of the vlog, kind of, a little bit. So, Taz Double Creations, hi! Finishing a stocking, so it's the vibe right now. I love it. If you guys remember, I've mentioned in previous vlogs how I was gonna need to do like a little stripe of cream color because we ran out of this yarn and it's discontinued. And I finished this panel, this side, before I went live. Well, I don't know if I finished it yet. We may decide to add a few more row repeats of this if it doesn't fit exactly how I want it to. But for now, we're gonna leave this here. I guess I'll just fasten off, and then if we decide we need to add more, then we'll just have to join new yarn, because I want to just cut and keep going with this on the other panel. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm basically gonna do the same thing to the other side as we did to this right here. But I'm liking how this is looking so far. When I kind of held it up to myself, I actually really liked that little block, that little stripe of color. Well, it's not color, you know, it's white, but you get what I mean. In the Christmas mood for sure, yay. Hi, Violet Blooms. Bethy Boo, hi. Trying to finish up my fall projects, you know, and I feel that too. This is kind of also a fall project. Just bought a Christmas tree today, so I'm with ya. Nice. I really want to get a new Christmas tree. Ours is... It's actually not... It's very full looking. It's a nice looking Christmas tree, but it's one of those ones where you have to put it together in a bunch, like each section of branches, you have to like unfurl them all and then they like lock into place. And it's a whole ordeal to set up that tree. It takes a lot of time. Hi, Kim. Does the nest have a Discord server? Would be so fun to share projects with each other and such. So I don't have a Discord server. I don't know if I will, because I know myself and I'm very bad at managing multiple social media platforms at the same time. And I kind of already am, so I'm hesitant to add another one into the mix. However, there is a community tab on YouTube where you can share, like you can make posts and stuff within my channel. So I think I'm gonna try using that as kind of like a Discord-esque situation where you can post projects and stuff. Alternatively, if you have Facebook, the Crochet podcast that I co-host, Crochet Baes podcast, we have a Facebook group, and that is another great place for sharing projects and such too. Plastic trees take a long time to set up. Yeah, for sure. And this kind even more so, I feel like. This week I'm finishing a hat for my son, a scarf for my daughter, and then I need to start a toddler blanket for my niece. 'Tis the season. Truly. Truly, truly. Okay, we are going to join our yarn here. Now, I will give a disclaimer. First of all, look at how many of you are here. This is so exciting. Like, everybody jumped in all at once. This pattern... I mean, as you guys can see, like every row is a little bit different and there's counts and there's things. So there may be moments where I kind of lock in so that I don't make mistakes, but I'm going to try my best to balance being conversational and getting some progress made. Okay, so where we ended up on like frogging the one row to the one panel to make up the difference on the other so that we would have even rows is we ended up with 23 rows on each, and I want 28 rows total. So we're doing an extra 5 rows in the cream color, which means I need to start on row 24. 'Tis the season of manic whips for Christmas presents. Yup. That's the truth. Okay, so let's get started here. I hope you guys have had a pleasant weekend. I know I did. You'll see some of it. Well, you'll see most of it actually in the vlog this week because I crocheted all weekend and that was the contents of my vlog. And that'll be coming on Friday. We're doing 3 here. Give me just like a couple minutes here, or at least 1 minute, to kind of get the pattern of this row where I can get in the groove, and then I can just kind of go into autopilot and talk a little easier here. And then it's 3 in between. Okay, I think I got it. I think I'm good now. Hello, Debbie. Hey, sorry I'm late. What did I miss? You did not miss much at all. We've only been live for a few minutes, so you are good. Hey, Hope Teller. We are working on the Lacy Garden Top, which is a whip I've been I've been working on this for a little while. Not a crazy long amount of time, but we're gonna finish it. I think tomorrow we'll be able to finish this, which will be very nice. So my next video that's coming out is gonna be on Tuesday. It's gonna be another double upload week. Wow. And this video is going to be a little bit more experimental, if you will, because it's not going to be a traditional vlog style. I talked about it in my last video, so if you've watched that video, you already know about it. But basically, when I went to the coffee shop this last weekend, I took a really long, unedited shot of me crocheting at the coffee shop. Literally, you guys, the footage, I ended up chopping quite a bit at the end off, but it was 3 hours of footage, and I kept just over 2 hours of footage. And we're just gonna see how it goes. So I'm literally just gonna upload a super long video of me crocheting at a coffee shop, and I put some really like nice chill music behind it, and it's meant to be a body doubling style video. So if you're somebody who feels like you need to work alongside somebody else to get stuff done, you can put on this video and crochet with me if you're market prepping or feverishly making Christmas gifts, whatever the case. And I have no idea what kind of response that video will get, but regardless whether the video does well or not, I really enjoyed my time at the coffee shop. And if it does do well, there's all kinds of different takes we could do on that style of video, and I would love to make more, but we'll see how it goes. Popping in late as usual. Not too late, Amy. Not too late, so you're good. We just got started a few minutes ago. Yay to double upload. Love those videos for background to crochet or knit to. Yes, that's the hope. I think is, you know, it'll be nice to have kind of some, like a nice background video for working. Also, is Hope your first name? Or is that just like part of your username? I hope I don't make a bunch of mistakes on this since I'm talking with you. It's your first name. Hope is my middle name. Merry Christmas, baby. Love finding a fellow Hope in the wild. Obviously, it's not my first name, but... Hopefully I can get stuff done. Yes! I think it'd be really fun to do a Christmassy one. Once we get our house decorated for Christmas and we have our tree up, I think it'd be fun to record one of those like long body double style crochet videos where it's just me crocheting with like Christmas music on and have the Christmas tree, little fireplace action, maybe the kitties curled up. Like, I just feel like I want to create a real life version of the little like ambiance videos that you find on YouTube, but like it's real. Yeah, it's not a super common name, but I love it. Hi, welcome, Trouble. That's a fun, that's a fun name, Trouble Crochet. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. So, since we only have 5 rows of this stripe to add, and I don't know if I want to move on to the next part of this pattern once I'm done here, because I'm going to have to like stitch mark it kind of in place, and then try it on and try to stretch it a little bit, like, because it needs to, the size is gonna change a lot once it's blocked. It's very stretchy. I don't know if I want to do all that when I'm live. It just seems kind of annoying to try and do all that. So once I'm done with these rows, I may move on to the second wild oleander hooded scarf. I started the first one last week on live, and I had a custom order for 2 of them. One was the pink one that you guys saw me start last Sunday, and the other one is purple shades. So I might start that once I finish these rows, and then I'll actually move on to the next step of this project tomorrow. I think so. Yeah, this is the lacy garden top. Also, I do feel like this was a really good compromise of like, I'm really glad I was able to use up all of the yarn that you sent me, Kim. And it still works, you know? Like, even though we're adding on this little stripe of something else at the end, it was a good compromise where I felt like I got to make something really like meaningful, like an actual clothing piece out of the yarn, and I got to use it all up and not feel like any of it went to waste. We had to get a little creative toward the end, but honestly, I really like when I held up the one panel to kind of see how it was looking. I actually really like the little stripe of color on the end. Oh, oops, I just did. My bad. It's been a nice, chill crochet weekend for me, guys. It's been very, very nice and lovely. Hello, Magic Frog Crochet. Oh, I just said that I liked your name, Trouble Crochet. I thought that was funny. Is it starting to feel like fall where you guys live? It certainly is over here. We're having frosty mornings. We left early this morning for getting to church for worship practice, and like the grass was all frosty. It was kind of foggy. All the leaves are changing colors. It was so pretty, and we needed to like start the car a few minutes early to warm it up and get the frost off the windshield. And I was like, ugh. I know that in a couple months I'll probably be done with this, but I am loving it right now. It's so fall here. I love it. Yes, it was nice. I got to wear a light sweater today. Oh, Kim, that's a big deal for you over there in Texas. Starting to feel wintry here. It's cardigan weather, finally, the best. Good evening. Hi, Shannon. Hating the time change. You know, I'm not loving the daylight saving, getting dark an hour earlier thing. I will say I'm not a fan of that, but what are you gonna do? I try to embrace it as much as I can. Like, okay, let's get all the cozy lights, cozy candles, get all the cozy stuff out. When it gets dark outside, I'm trying to signal to my brain that means time to get cozy. It was 31 this morning. Yeah, we definitely were, I don't know what temperature it was this morning, but it was definitely in the 30s. It was fall colored too. Wow, surprisingly, yes, a little bit here in Texas in the morning anyway. Seta and Kim, I wonder how close you guys are. I mean, I know Texas is a huge state, but I wonder how close you guys are to each other. I know you're both in Texas. It's 51 here. Time change hit my kids hard today. It's so unfortunate, like all the little, little people and animals and such that don't necessarily get the memo with the time change thing. It's like, they don't know what's going on. Can't just explain it. Necessarily. To the little ones. Brian, San Antonio. Work and take my dog for walks after dinner, and I hate doing it in the dark all the time. From now, it will at least be light on my way to work, but pretty soon it'll be dark going in and coming home. Yeah, it always feels like when the time changes, and you're like, okay, well, at least it's lighter earlier in the mornings for a little bit. It always feels like it gets dark again in the mornings so fast. Like, you have that little window of time where it's like, oh, well, at least it's bright in the morning. And then that goes away. It feels like it goes away so fast. Had snowflakes in the air yesterday, but didn't stick to the ground at all. We have definitely not had any snowflakes yet. What do I do with the ends here? And then I just single crochet the third chain. Yes, about the headbands, yeah. I love crocheting some headbands. Couple hours. Okay, you guys are a couple hours away from each other. Seta, you and Kim would get along famously. Just knowing what I know of both of you, I think you guys would just have the darndest time getting together and crocheting. Okay, let's see. Row 25. Let me pay attention here real quick until I get the rhythm of this, and then I can talk a little easier. Talk amongst yourselves. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Okay. I think I'm getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we chain 2 in between, right? Yes. Okay. Want to go to San Antonio for the Christmas lights? Thank you for the chill vibes. I cannot sleep again, so trying to finish Granny Squares. Aw, I'm sorry you can't sleep, but happy to provide some entertainment at least. Ooh, okay, Holland, great job bringing that up. For anyone who has not, who doesn't listen to the podcast yet, the podcast that I co-host, something that we just got started. Yesterday was officially day 1 of a year-long stash busting challenge that our podcast is hosting. And our podcast is called the Crochet Baes. And so we're calling this challenge the Stash Smash with the Baes. And it is going to be, like I said, a year-long stash busting challenge. And we're asking people to participate whatever level they feel comfortable. So you can do it, minimally. You can choose certain weeks or months to participate, or you can go for the gold and do the entire thing. But the idea is to, obviously, basically like a Stash Bust September, but for an entire year. And each month has a different theme, and each month also has a calendar with different fun prompts for each day to give you some ideas on how to use up your stash. Some of them, like this month's, the prompts are more vague. So like the first prompt is falling leaves. And you can interpret that however you like. If you want to use yarn that looks like fall leaves, if you want to crochet something that has leaves on it, if you want to crochet a leaf coaster, like basically you can interpret it however you see fit. And we're just getting started this week, and I wish that I was able to fully participate in it, but I'm really not going to be able to jump in fully until after Hot Cocoa Bomb season is over. But I'm living vicariously through everyone else's stash busting projects that they're posting over on our Facebook group right now, and I'm very excited to see what everyone comes up with, and I'm excited to participate too once I have a little bit more time. So trying to plan my week out, Holland, having a hard time on some of them. No shame in, passing over a few days if you can't come up with something. On YouTube, we don't have the podcast on YouTube yet. We probably will eventually create a channel for the YouTube, but the easiest places to find it right now is on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. There's a couple other places that you can find the podcast, but those are the easiest places. I don't want to post my stash. There's no shame, Cam. There's no shame. Your hat would be perfect for tomorrow's prompt. Because of the colors or because of the pattern or what? Look at how tall it is. It's very floppy because there's a lot of extra stuff. I think I used to have a faux fur pom on this, and I'm pretty sure it went through the wash accidentally, and I threw it out, and I haven't added a new one on yet. Because there is a button on the inside for looping one around. I need to add a new one. That sounds fun. I've been meaning to check out your podcast. Is it on Spotify? Yes, correct. Spotify. I know it's already, maybe you could post it as an inspiration for everyone. I could. I mean, oh, you mean my falling leaves hat. That's literally called falling leaves. Yeah, I could. I could and I should. I should post the pattern for it and be like, hey, if anybody wants to make a falling leaves hat, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. Sorry, it took me a minute to connect those dots. I was like, I don't know what is falling leaves about this hat, but sure. Would not be able to do every day for sure, but it would be fun to do some of them. Yeah, I mean, if anybody does every single day of this challenge for an entire year, first of all, you would have a lot. You must have the biggest of stashes, but also that would just be, I mean, you'd have to have nothing else going on in your life, I think, to be able to do every single every single prompt and every single day. So I certainly don't expect anyone to participate in every last prompt, but it is a fun little, you know, if you need a little inspiration and you want to use up some of your stash, we had a lot of fun putting all the different themes and stuff together. I used to have Discord. I haven't been active on it in a really long time, though. I mentioned this earlier in the live. I'm not sure if you were here, but I don't do well with trying to stay active on like multiple social media platforms at once. It's just really hard for me to divide my focus. So Discord is just not one that I have stayed active on or kept up with. Hello, good evening, Billy Joe. 4. Yes, Amy, I am working on a clothing item. This is the lacy garden top. I have shown it in and worked on it a little bit in a couple different vlogs, but it's been a while since I've worked on it, so it was like some of my earlier vlogs I showed this. And it's going to be a bigger focus in my vlog that will be upcoming this week because I plan to finish it. I plan to finish it tomorrow. Which, speaking of, I should be taking some clips, and I'm going to do that right now. My camera over here. Because my yarn was blocking it. Okay. Temp Steve. I still feel like I should get an award for actually finishing Temp Steve. Not many people followed through. But you guys know me. If I start a project, I absolutely have to finish it. The pattern is by Life and Yarn. And it's the lacy garden top. Looked a little different in this lighting or something. Yeah, it does. And I'm attaching a new color since I used up all of the discontinued yarn that's like the main portion of the panel, so that it looks a little different in that aspect as well. Also, you know, I'm doubting my own abilities with this, Amy, my ability to talk and do this at the same time. So far, so good, I think. It may come back to bite me at some point if I make a mistake. But what I've been doing is, like, at the beginning of each row, I've been kind of just ignoring you guys for a minute until I feel like I get the, you know, the gist of it, and then I'm talking through the rest of it. So when I start the new row, I'll have to lock in for a minute until I feel like I've got the rhythm of the new row. The nice thing is, like, once you kind of get it, it does, like, looking at the previous row kind of helps you remember what you need to do next, because it all kind of fits in. Like, if you start messing it up, it's not gonna look right and it's not gonna flow right, and I feel like you can realize pretty quickly, like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, because it doesn't, you know, like, where I need to work into next is, like, not there, if that makes any sense at all. And I did not wind this yarn up at all. I just, because I didn't feel like getting all my stuff out, I just wanted to keep working on it. So I stuck the whole thing on here like this, and it has been spinning rather nicely so far. Okay, see, like that would have been a mistake if I hadn't caught that just now. Life in Yarn has a lot of free patterns. Do they? I need to check out more. I found this one through Ravelry. The way that I found this pattern, by the way, this might be a good, a nice little, I mean, it's not really a hack. It's just, I guess, using the system the way it's intended to be used. But I didn't think about this until I was looking for a pattern like this. So, and it still didn't quite end up working because we're having to add this other color on. But what I did to find this pattern is I had this yarn. I knew it was discontinued and that I couldn't get more. So I wanted to find a pattern that specifically would be enough, that like the yardage that I had would be enough for the pattern. So I went to Ravelry and I filtered the search by the amount of yards that the pattern took, which would have worked if it had, like, the size was, the amount of yardage it was showing it needed was based on the smaller size, not the larger size. So if it had been based on the larger size, it would have worked perfectly. But there's a nice little thing for you. Like, if you have only a certain amount of yarn and you're like, oh, what could I make with this that I would have enough yarn, you can search through Ravelry for patterns based on the amount of yardage that you have, which is kind of cool. At least it helps you narrow it down a little bit more, you know? You can weed out the patterns that are gonna need way more yarn than what you would have. Designer I've been wanting to make wearable from is Evelyn and Peter. Yes. I have several Evelyn and Peter yarn patterns saved. What am I doing here? Okay. Loved that purple yarn. I've not heard of that line of yarn. I love purple. Are you talking about the Lion Brand Jiffy yarn that I showed in my last video? This pattern is called the Lacy Garden Top by Life in Yarn. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. Okay, that is row 25 finished. So we've got 2 of our 5 rows in the cream color done. Feeling pretty good about that. Row 26. Oh, I love blondie knots. And I have seen that poncho pattern before. It is super cute. Agree. Alright, let me focus on this real quick. Spend it with Okay, this row is actually, I think this row is the simplest one out of them all. There's not too much going on. Her videos are such a vibe and fun to watch. Yes, I really enjoy her videos a lot. Haha. See, Holland, subconsciously you were loving it because you just now even realized. You were just vibing. It's okay, let it happen. I do know. It was vibing. Okay, I have a fun topic for us to talk about, you guys. It's kind of on the train of Christmas, but also crochet. Mentioned this in the live last week. I think I mentioned this in the live. How I definitely mentioned it in my vlog. If I didn't mention it in the live, but anyway. So I was asked if I would be willing to put some of my crochet stuff in my friend's store. So I would have my items in a physical store again, which it's been a long time, and it would be exciting to have my stuff in a physical store again. So I am planning on bringing over, specifically she asked for cup cozies and hats. I have cup cozies ready to go. Hats, not so much. So I would have to make some hats. But she also was open to me bringing other things in too, if I wanted. So I want to know, I want you to spam me with your ideas of what you think I should bring into this store. My thought, something I thought would be really fun to bring in and that wouldn't take a whole lot of time, was to make, because I had like a real hyperfixation with this last year and I wanted to make more, and then I just got distracted and I never really made any more. But I do think that they could potentially do well in a store. They wouldn't take a super long time to whip up, and I think they're unique and cute. Is some micro crochet granny square earrings. And I could do them in Christmas colors, you know? I could make the different rounds, different colors of embroidery thread. And there's all kinds of different ones I could do too. Like I could potentially do like micro crochet snowflake earrings, or, you know, stuff to make it more Christmassy. But I just thought maybe that would be, like, maybe I'll just take a few pairs. Maybe I'll just make a few pairs and take them in and just see if they sell it all. Face scrubbies and soap scrubbies, yes. Hi, Allie. Hats are definitely a good choice. What's the vibe of the store? How do I describe the vibe of the store? It's a lot of, so it's all like handmade vendors and stuff, local artists and such. Very much geared toward, you know, women. A lot of like cute like hand towels and kitchen towels and little engraved like wooden cutting boards and t-shirts and little signs for your like home decor, stuff like that. The vibe is like fun, cutesy home decor and gifts. Would you consider the potted plant earrings for there? I love the potted plant earrings. They took a long time, so I feel like I'd have to charge a lot to make it worth my while. But it would be interesting to make like one pair and just see if they sell, how quickly they sell. Mug cozies, cup cozies, beanies, headbands for sure. Yeah, the cup cozies and the hats she specifically asked for, like she wanted some for her Christmas display. So I am planning on making some of those. I do know, I mean, the Grinch is huge, and I can't really sell Grinch specific stuff, or I'm not supposed to. I know she's sold stuff in her store that is like, could get you in trouble, like licensed character type stuff. So I probably wouldn't do it for my own conscience and not being worried about things. But I mean, they can't stop you from doing Grinchy colors, you know, like green with red and white. So I was thinking, because I normally do some Grinch inspired cup cozies, and I was thinking it would be cute to do a Grinch cup cozy and then do the Grinchy twisted ear warmer. You guys know where you make them on the knitting machine, and it's like the twisted kind, and you have the green for one half and then red and white stripes for the other half. I just feel like those would do really well in that store too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the scrubbies could definitely be a good thing to make. Flower bookmarks or headbands. Those market bags that Passionate was always making, they work up fast in so many colors. That's true. Small tote bags maybe, book sleeves. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing some like Kindle sleeve, book sleeve type things. Velvet scrunchies work up fast. That's true. All right, Seta, see you later. Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing. Chapstick keychain holders. I've never made those before. Those are cute though. Oh, that's a bar. That's exactly why I'm listening to Christmas music, Hope, because I love it and it makes me happy. And it's not long enough, in my opinion, if you wait until after Thanksgiving. Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. Yay! Putting those hook minders to good use. Yeah, like, I've always said, if I'm gonna decorate my whole house for Christmas, I'm gonna get some use out of it, you know? I want time to feel like I really, it was worth my while. Alright, we only have 2 rows left until we're done with this little stripe. Alright, let me focus here for a minute while I get the hang of this next row. I'm at like just the right angle where this doesn't want to pull right now.
Hurry now, should have been done by now. Seems we're running late. Let's put the food on the table, fast as we're able. Guests are coming.
Okay, I think I got the hang of it.
When we're caught in the Christmas rush, it's so easy to lose touch with the true meaning of things.
Okay.
What really matters. Just look
Exactly.
up in the December night. There is one star shining bright. It shines on
It is so impossibly hard for me to pick a favorite Christmas song. If we're going like Christmas carols,
shine on. Simmer down, pass the big
Oh, Kim, there's a song that we were talking about on my Hot Cocoa Bomb lives last year that it was like both of our favorites. It's an old school one, but it's not. It's a Christmas carol, but it's like not a super mainstream one. And why can't I think of what song it is? Do you know what I'm talking about, Kim? I feel like we both were like, oh my gosh, we both love this song that... Oh, In the Bleak Midwinter. That one. I think that's the song we were talking about.
Just look up in the December
Yes.
night.
Oops.
There is one star shining bright. It shines on one and all.
If I'm picking like a Christmas song in general from... it's still not a like new Christmas song, but it's not old like a Christmas carol. I love Merry Christmas, Darling. painter and carpenter.
Look up in the December night. There is one star shining bright. It shines on one and all on this cold December night. There is one star shining bright.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard that one from Ann Wilson either, but I do know
It shines
who Ann Wilson is.
on you and me. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on, Christmas star.
Oh my gosh, can I brag on my friend for a minute?
On Christmas
How many of you, I'm guessing a handful of you will know who this is, just based on different artists you're talking about and stuff. Do you guys listen to Danny Goki very much at all? So, my friend,
I see the candles come as the year goes by.
my friend who is extremely talented and has been pursuing a music career for a long time, just casually posted a story yesterday of her on stage singing a duet with Danny Goki. I'm like, yes, girl, get it. I'm so happy for her. It's not this, and this is not the first time that she's had like cool opportunities like that. But that was the first time I'd seen her singing with Danny Goki. She's sung with Torrin Wells several times, and a few other people that you guys have probably heard of. But she's so talented. I really hope she like gets her, big break soon. Since we're listening to Christmas music, I don't know if I can play it for you guys. It'll mess up my thing. I'm gonna share a link. And you guys can go watch it, okay? I'll drop it in the chat. She sang "Oh Holy Night" with Torrin Wells, and it's the most incredible. It will give you chills. It's the most incredible rendition of "Oh Holy Night," and I know that's saying a lot because "Oh Holy Night," that's a big song. That's funny when you type in when you type it in. Apparently reaction videos to this are a thing because that came up as a reaction thing. Okay, I'm just gonna drop this link. I give you permission to leave my live, go listen to this, and come back and tell me that my beautiful friend Molly is not one of the most talented people. Her name is Molly, but her last name is Cersina, and that's her like stage name is Cersina. It's spelled weird. It's what nationality is her family? Hungarian, I want to say. Some kind of Eastern European. Go listen to that. I give you permission. Leave my live or pull it up alongside and then tell me what you think, because I got big love for my friend. We were actually in a band together in high school, and it was always obvious that she was going to be going places. You can follow her on Spotify, Cersina. She does write her own songs. Yes, yes, yes. She's a very talented songwriter, and I've had the honor of writing lots of songs with her over the years, too. Now I stopped, and I don't even remember what I was doing here. 5, okay. 5 and then 3 in between, right? Chain 5. Chain 3, okay. 3. Yeah, I might have even played this song for you guys in a different live on TikTok back in the day, Kim. Well, back in the day. It's only a couple years old, but... It's so fun to look in the comments of that video, though, and all these people are like, who is this girl? And I'm like, that's my friend. Hi, welcome. So she is a Christian. She was kind of trying to get into a few different genres at first. Like, she originally was going to try and do country music, and then she was kind of trying to get into like the pop scene a little bit, and now she's kind of focusing more on like the CMM world. We need to hear you sing sometime. Well, there's probably multiple places where you could go and achieve that right now if you wanted to. 2, 3, 4, 5. I just can't think of them right now. I mean, if you go listen to the Crochet Baes podcast, I sing the theme song at the beginning. Although, admittedly, it's not my best work. That's true. If you have TikTok, I do go live on TikToks. On TikToks? I go live on TikTok, and I just put the phone on my music stand while I lead. Isn't she amazing? Her voice is just incredible. And her family is just so lovely. Her and her mom lived in Nashville when I was in college in Tennessee. They were living in Nashville because that's when she was really pursuing a country music career. And it was so nice because when I would have shorter holiday breaks that were more just like a kind of extended weekend, and it wasn't a long enough break for me to justify going home, because it's like a 9-hour drive from where I went to school to home, I would go and stay with Molly and her mom, Deb, because it was just a couple hours to drive there rather than 9 hours home. And some of my like favorite memories as a young adult were just going and spending time with Molly and her mom in Nashville. We had so much fun. Good people. Guess I need to download TikTok again. But you don't have to download TikTok to listen to me lead worship. You can also just our church YouTube channel live streams every Sunday, so you can also listen through there. If you search Wyandotte Family Church on YouTube and subscribe to our church's YouTube channel, we go live there as well. So you can always watch there. It is so chill inducing, right? Our office admin at the church is going to be like, why are all these crochet accounts subscribing to our YouTube channel? I'll be like, sorry. I hope I'm not making any mistakes. I feel like I was paying attention the least amount on this row than I have of the other any of the other ones so far. Oops. A way to remind themselves that only Jesus is perfect. I love that. Oops. See, I missed a double crochet there. I do subscribe to the idea that a mistake or two is good, because that's how you know it was handmade. Okay guys, we have one more row of this cream stripe, and then I believe we will get started on the next wild oleander scarf that we need to make for the order. focus on this for a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 24, 25, 26, 27. Why is this not making sense? This looks right visually, but why is this not making sense? Unless I did the end of this wrong. End of 27. 3. Oh, that's why. Maybe? Is that why? That's why? Hold, please. 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 5. Okay, that's why, you guys. No worries. No worries. We just forgot to put our last set of double crochets in the end here. We do 3, and then we do the 2 here. I was like, we're supposed to work into some double crochets, but I don't see the double crochets. We just forgot to put them in the end. There we go. That's right. I was like, man, I was joking about messing this up while I'm talking, but I didn't want to actually do that. Okay. So we're single crocheting here. And then chain 4. And then we're skipping 3. Double crocheting into the next. Then what? Chain 4, single crochet in here. It's mostly remembering the amount of chains in between the double crochets and single crochets that I have to make sure I get right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 2 in between here and 4 in between the others. Okay. Okay. Maybe an hour or so before you go live, maybe make a heads up post. So where do you guys think that would be the most helpful? Like if I made a post in YouTube, I mean, I guess that's really the only place I could do it that I know it will reach subscribers. I just don't know if it'll send out a notification every time I post. I suppose it just depends on what notifications you guys have set, right? In the future, I'm hoping to, my lives will be scheduled ahead of time. And then when they're scheduled ahead of time, I think it gives a notification like a half hour before or 10 minutes before or something. As long as you have those set up. Right now, they're a little more sporadic just because of my schedule. And this one in particular, I was trying to get the first panel of this done before I went live, and it took me longer than usual, so it was kind of like last minute. But yes, I would like to give you guys more of a heads up. I did, in fact, go get supplies to make pretzels. Thinking about going live to make them. You should! May your yarn be blessed. Thank you, Rosie. And then we're doing a single here. Okay. Oh yeah, I would be lost if I didn't count out loud. The videos I have been, as long as I can get it done in enough time, and lately I've been scheduling them. So I believe as long as you have notifications, you should see, like, this video goes up at this time. Like I have one already scheduled for Tuesday. So you should be able to see like upcoming and see the time and the date. Aw, I feel honored. I know you guys can't really hear Michael downstairs, but he's having himself a grand old time playing video games with his friends. He's in goofy, silly mood tonight. Let's see, what's next week? I do have a Saturday event for my hot cocoa bombs. But I don't have anything going on Sunday, so we should not have a problem doing our normal Sunday evening live. Unless I'm just like totally exhausted from the weekend, which is possible, but not likely. I've really been enjoying like having this time to just hang out with you guys and sit and crochet and put some chill music on. Like that is relaxing to me, so I don't anticipate any issue with us going live next Sunday. Yeah, like there are certainly times where if I'm going live a ton, going live can feel draining, but most of the time I would say it's an energizing thing for me. / just relaxing. Yeah, definitely. Here's a question. When we get into the new year and I'm done with hot cocoa bombs and I have a little bit more time to focus on YouTube, if I were to do a second live, maybe, let's say maybe it's not every week, but maybe it's like every other week or something. But if I were to add another live to the schedule, I'm sure I'm about to get a bunch of different answers because everybody has different schedules, but what day / time, because like this is my job. So I could go live during the day. I know that for some people that would not work because you're working. You're at a job where you can't watch a live. But I'd love to know, just kind of get a feeling for people's schedules if I were to add another live. Hopefully it could be one where we could catch the majority of everyone. Juliana, that sounds lovely. I love it. Friday or Thursday, every other day during the evenings, there are some other crocheters' lives I watch. Nice. Dang, you got your schedule all lined up. I love it. The other thing too is like I need to try and get an accurate survey from other people who, like the people who aren't watching right now because they're never available on a Sunday night. I want to hear their input too, because if there's like, if you guys can typically make it to Sunday nights, but there's a whole group of people who can never watch on Sunday nights, I suppose their input is even more important, right? To like try and catch more people who aren't able to watch on Sundays. But either way, evening is best for me all days, afternoons on Monday and or Friday. Don't have an opinion because I'm here for vibes only. I'll be able to join anytime and not be crocheting. Here for the vibes. Free whenever, as I work from home too. Any time of the day would probably work for me, depending on what comes up, and yes, have it marked on the calendar. It's not like I'm ready to add another live at this moment anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter a whole lot until we get a little bit closer to that time, but just curious. It's 2 a.m. here, my goodness. Yeah, I probably will do a community tab poll and see what people think. I'll ask people to leave comments too in some YouTube videos as we get a little closer. Oh, Hannah, that's great though. maybe Thursdays. I'll tell you what, Tuesdays would be an easier day for me if I were to do an evening, because Michael, the game store that he goes and plays games at, Tuesday nights is the night where he's gone. He's out of the house in the evening because he's at the game store. So if I wanted a night where it was like Michael wasn't home, I had the house to myself, Tuesday nights would be a good night for that. But there's a lot of time to think about it. Maybe we'll experiment, bounce around on a few different nights or times of day and just see what feels best too. He's being so loud downstairs. Right, it's true. I mean, I will say during the day would probably be easier for me because I could have it be part of my work day officially, because this is part of my work, you know? It wouldn't take another of my evenings. But yeah, we'll see. Excuse me. Okay, that completes row 28. So see how it's like the little flower type deals? There's like one complete one in the cream color. It's nice. It's like a nice kind of even repeat. And then I'll say if I want it to be wider, if I try it on and I don't like where it's sitting, I'll probably add one more of those repeats. Isn't that so pretty? I'm really excited to block this because like look at the difference. Like when it's sitting like this, it kind of gets a little scrunched up and you don't really get the full effect, but once you stretch it, you start to really see the even with the busyness of my desk mat underneath it, you can still see how pretty that is. It's gonna look so nice when it's blocked. And I'm like, maybe I probably should just try and block it before I even make a determination if I should add more rows or not, because that is quite a difference in size. Blocking is my best friend. Blocking is not my best friend, but, you know, I'm learning to be okay with it. Hannah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a ton of experience with blocking. A lot of my wearables, I just don't. I just wash it and dry it, and then I'm like, okay, cool. But there are some patterns where you can't really do that. This is one of them. The peekaboo blouse that I made in my Crochetcation vlog, which is like one of my first ones, one of my first videos, I blocked, I bought a blocking set, like the actual foam interlocking mats and the pins and everything. I didn't even have that until that vlog. But because I was pattern testing and I wanted to be really faithful to what the pattern was asking me to do, I went ahead and I got all the stuff to like properly block it. And that shirt did need to be blocked in order to like have the stitches be set properly. But that's the only piece that I've ever truly blocked. And this is going to be the second one. So I don't think I'm even qualified to offer advice, but I use the, I have those foam blocking mats, and that's what I'll do is I have a handheld steamer, so I'll probably steam it lightly. I'm not going to soak it or anything. And then I'll pin it into place. I'll probably fold this in half and pin through like both layers, maybe. Because I don't know if I will even have enough room on those mats to do it like in one long strip how it is. I don't know. We'll see. Allison? Oh no! When did that happen? I'm so sorry. Trouble, nice to see you. I hope you get some sleep. Wash, stretch, then throw in dryer. Yeah, that's the process that I like to do. Like a half hour ago. Oh no! Do you have like somebody who can help you get, like, are you going somewhere? Are you going to urgent care or emergency room or something? Do you have somebody who can help you? We're all done with this pattern for now. We're gonna put this away for now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it gets worse, definitely. I'm one to talk. I understand the idea of not wanting to go in if it's not something like absolutely major, because I'm like, what are they even gonna do? So, I understand that. But, make sure you listen to your body. I need to grab my hook from the other room for this scarf. So I will be right back. And then you guys want to see this gorgeous yarn we're going to use for this pattern? This is the Lion Brand Wool Ease Fair Isle. Oh. If you watch my newest vlog, you've already seen this yarn, but it's so pretty. The color is Thistle Orchid. Gorgeous. I don't feel like getting my yarn winder out, so I'm just going straight from the... I'm going straight from the center pole. I love your desk mat. Mine's toothless. Aww. There we go. The mandala watercolor yarn. Oh yeah. The hospital is expensive. Oh goodness. Okay, let me go grab my hook. I'll be right back. Had to take a little kitty kiss break. I had to give her a little kiss. She's laying right there. Okay. Hook acquired. Little treat acquired. The best version of a Reese's is a Reese's pumpkin. Am I right or am I right? And row counter ring. That yarn is so pretty. I'm normally not a fan of purple. Do you happen to know if they have a blue colorway? I'm sure they do. They have a lot of really pretty options for that yarn. And I've used several of them over the years. I have used several of the Fair Isle yarns. My phone is at 2%. That's super cool. Plug it in. Has anyone used Karen latte cakes for wearable before? Ooh. I've used several different Karen cakes, and I'm trying to remember if... Let me Google the Karen latte cakes, because... No, I haven't. It's a different cake that I'm thinking of. I want to see with the Fair Isle. They for sure have like some that are more of like maybe a blue-green. Yeah, there's a light aqua turquoise option. Pretty. There's also a denim lilac version, which is blue and like an almost gray purple. It's not a deep purple at all. There's also an ice gray, which is a true gray, and like a light blue. So they have several that are like, you know, they have blue in them. There's a Merlot charcoal option, which is like a dark blush, like almost a burgundy, and then a blue-green kind of color. So they have a lot of really pretty options. I've not used all of them, probably not even close, but I have used several of these colors, and this purple was a custom order. So it's not a color that I probably would have grabbed for myself either, but it's very pretty. And the person who commissioned me to make these scarves was like, can I do one in purple? And I was like, oh, let me see if they make this in a purple, because I was already planning to make her a pink one with the pink version of this yarn. So I was like, well, let's see if they have a purple version. And sure enough, they did, and it's so pretty. Holiday Reese's 10 out of 10 and better than the originals. Yes, and you know why it is? It's the ratio of peanut butter to chocolate. The pumpkin and the trees have the perfect amount of peanut butter to chocolate. The regular Reese's, it's too much chocolate, not enough peanut butter. And don't even get me started on the mini Reese's. Way too much chocolate, not enough peanut butter. This is the perfect ratio. Merlot and charcoal is gorgeous. Those fuzzy fibers do come off while you're making it. I think that would drive me crazy. I'm just enjoying my little Reese's pumpkin real quick. All right. I don't expect to get super far in this tonight because we're just getting a start. And I'm not going to be live for a super long amount of time, but we'll get a start on it at least. Oh no. That sounds not fun. right, row 1 complete. So teeny. You can hear him now. Probably because I left the door open. I didn't close the door behind me. Which could come back to bite me, by the way, because Murdoch probably will show up and try to eat my yarn and claw my legs up. But I forgot to close it behind me. Laughing at his antics down there. I wonder if Murdoch went downstairs with him, because I haven't seen her in hours. Like, obviously I haven't seen her since I came in here because I closed the door so she wouldn't come in here and be a menace. But even earlier when I was crocheting in the guest room with Dunkin, I hadn't seen Murdoch for a while. I hope you guys can hear him. Let's see if we can at least get a couple of color changes in here so you guys can see how this starts to work up, because I just love the color changes on this yarn. It's so pretty. No, I don't think she is. If she was truly stuck somewhere, we would have heard her by now. Because she is loud when she's not happy with something. She does like going downstairs and hanging out with Michael down there now, so would not be surprised if that's where she is. I have used it a few times since the video. She's got to be in the mood for it. Like if she's really playful. If she's too playful, she's not going to use it, but I have used it several times successfully with her. Yeah, I had her in there when I was editing toward the end of last week. She was tucked in there and quite happy. She has her next vet appointment tomorrow morning. So she's getting her next round of vaccines and everything. And then I think we have one more appointment after that for all of her kitten stuff. And then next on the list is getting her fixed and chipped. And then we can like chill out with all the appointments for her for a while. Good evening. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? I am working on the second of the two hooded scarves that I was commissioned to make. Obviously, we're at the very beginning of it. We were putting in some work on my lacy garden top earlier, but I kind of got to a point where it's not really a great option for me to keep working on it on live, because I gotta do some stitch marking and trying it on, and I'm just not gonna mess with that in a live. Cold, sore, and tired. I was working in the yard trying to get my tortoise's enclosure done. Ooh. Fancy. Well, I'm sorry you're cold, sore, and tired. I'm two of those things. I'm sore and tired, but I'm not cold. I'm not actually really that sore. I messed up my neck several days ago, and it's a lot better today, but it's still like it's not 100%. Working on the Journey Through Time cowl from Knit Picks. Ooh, fancy. Oh, I can't believe I haven't asked you guys that question yet tonight. Is anybody else? Some of you have already shared with me what you're working on, but if you haven't yet and you're working on something, what are you working on? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have not needed to have the AC on in here for a while. Hey, hey, welcome. Ribbing on the last Christmas stocking, yay. Was working on a quarter zip top. I mean, I feel like Michael and I definitely run hot. But even if we were hot, all you have to do is open the window because it's 46 degrees outside. A mug cozy. We've been in the 80s. I don't know what it's been there in Michigan, but my son's been boiling because he's here and not in Michigan. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. You could certainly give it a try, Allison. I'm not sure. Yay, Jennifer. I just like the fact that I can go outside and not die. It is ideal.
I'm writing Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah. Even though we don't get snow, I still think it's the place to go. Where the weather
So yesterday for our friend's birthday, we went to Main Event, which just opened up in this area for us. We have a Dave & Buster's that's like a half hour-ish from here. It's very close to where I grew up. But this is our first Main Event that I know of in the area. I don't know if I mentioned it on my Hot Cocoa Bomb Live, and a few people said that they had a Main Event near them. I don't know if you guys have those near you. It's the same company that owns Dave & Buster's, but it has like more stuff. Laser tag and bowling and a few other things. So we went there for his birthday. And I gotta say, it wasn't my favorite. If you guys have ever been to Dave & Buster's, it gets loud in there. And Main Event felt like it was 5 times louder than Dave & Buster's. It was immediately so overstimulating. Like, it was so loud. It was so loud. The games and the music and like kids screaming. It was just like, oh my gosh. Thankfully, the bowling, they had like kind of the big main lanes, but then they had this like private party room that only had like 6 lanes in it, and that's where his like because my friend reserved it ahead of time, so that's where his party was in the like more private section, and it was way quieter in there, and I was very thankful for that, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be miserable. You literally had to shout, like a person that was just right in front of you, you had to shout to hear them, and I was like, this is awful. So I told Michael when we were leaving, I said the only way that I will go back there is if they have like an adults only night where there's no kids, because I imagine it would still be loud, but it would be hopefully not as loud. It was just a lot. And I'm not normally a person who gets like, oh, I'm overstimulated, I need to leave. Like, I'm not normally that, I'm not normally super sensitive to stuff, but I was like, this is really getting to me. Like, I am not doing well. I am straight up not having a good time. Thankfully, the room where we were bowling in was really not bad at all. But, yeah, the, like, main, like, floor with all the games on it and stuff, it was just like, why are we doing this? Can we just turn the volume down a little bit on everything, please? And then I think about, like, I've never been to a nightclub in my life because I don't drink, and I don't, like, that would never, I don't think that would have been my scene anyway, but, like, I think of places like that where the music is incredibly loud and it's, like, dark and people are talking and yelling, and it's just, like, I can't imagine that I would have ever enjoyed that scene ever. Oh no, I'm starting to yawn. Oh, goodness.
Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down.
I want to get to our first color change. I guess it kind of has done a color change, like the purple spots in this are getting darker here. You can see that.
While Santa's busy saying ho, 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 we're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake. And then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face. And later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing.
That does sound, it does sound like you lucked out. We don't have kids. We have 2 kitties, and I am definitely, and like I work from home. We both work from home, so I think I am also used to quiet, and I cherish it. So I probably maybe have even a lower tolerance for super loud, chaotic environments than I might have had in the past. I do like my quiet. Alright, Hannah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker.
As we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna go at 10 o'clock, which is in 18 minutes. So, just a little heads up.
Merry Christmas Day.
We'll see how much more we can get done in that time frame.
Dancing
I'm back, and you switch projects. Yeah, I finished the last row of that panel. I need to do some blocking. I need to try it on and see if we want to add to it. And I wasn't ready to do all that on a live, so I started on my second commissioned hooded scarf. And we're just starting off. But this is Lion Brand Woolies Fair Isle. And it's in the color... Whoops, I'm doing this wrong. It's in the color... Is it lilac orchid? Thistle orchid. Are you referring to a football game? I don't care about sports at all, I'm sorry. So I have no clue what happened. I do know there was a game on all the like big screens at main event, but I couldn't even tell you who was playing or what was happening. It's a wait for. Oh, World Series, yeah. I don't watch any sports of any kind, so unfortunately, I do not know. I remembered seeing football on the TV screens. I don't know if they had the World Series on. Here's where we're at so far with this. It's looking really nice. Come on, goodness. That's a good strategy, though, you know? Just watch the big ones. I always tell people, when it comes to football at least, like, I was in marching band, so I was in color guard in the marching band. And I had 4 years to get into football, and I never did. I still never even like got the hang of the way that the game worked, the rules and the points and the yards and all of it. I was just like, I can't hang with it. We had a really good football team too. My senior year, my junior year. We went all the way to like the state championship, and that was cool because our marching band, since we went all the way to the like state finals, we got to perform on Ford Field, which is the Lions Stadium in Detroit. So that was cool. That was a cool experience. I'm also glad my husband isn't a sports guy. He does not care about, like, if there's like friends watching a football game, like he'll watch it with them, but like he does not get into it. He doesn't have like a team that he's absolutely diehard for. You're making Kelsey's space bandana. Nice. I think the only football game he usually watches is the Super Bowl. We usually host a Super Bowl party here at the house. Michael's in charge of the downstairs people, which is the ones who are actually watching the game. And I'm in charge of upstairs people, which are the people who eat all the snacks and don't actually care about football. And we have alternative activities upstairs, like coloring books and playing games and crocheting. And you know what? It's great. Dang. I haven't made her bandana pattern yet. But I already have several bandanas that I've made for myself. So I don't need to make any more bandanas unless I am selling them or have some other purpose for them. Other than just making more for my own little stash. I need to crochet some kind of like basket, bag, something, or some kind of like organizer for all of my different like head wear accessories. I have crocheted so many bandanas, earwarmers, headbands, and I have a lot of them, and I have them like currently stuffed into a couple of drawers, and I can't ever see at a glance what I even have, and if there's a specific one that I'm looking for, it's hard to find it. I need something where I can like display them, organize them, hang them. I need something for all of that kind of stuff so that it can all be in one place. Really? Oh my goodness. It's funny. get to one of the solid colors. Yeah, I could use something like that, maybe. Oh, I just said I wanted to get to a solid color, and here it comes. Oh, that was a cute vest. I really want to make, this was something that I had in a list of holiday make ideas. Well, actually, I think this episode of the podcast hasn't aired yet, so this is a little bit of a sneak peek, I suppose. But it's a granny square sweater vest. Sort of a granny square, but it's like a little Christmas tree sweater vest. It's so cute, and I want to make it so bad. But I have already made a Christmas themed clothing item this year, so I'm like, maybe I should save that for next year. Alright guys, I've got about 4 minutes until we're gonna end the live. I'm gonna go at 10 o'clock. I have not started on any Christmas gifts yet. I usually... Oh, here's Murdoch. Hi, baby. Say hi to everyone. Come on. You're growing so fast. I cannot believe it. Come on. Come here, little one. Daddy screaming. My goodness. Meow. Look up at the camera. Look up. There she is. There she is. Oh.
Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Dawn
she's getting bigger every day. What are you doing? Oh, and there's Miss Duncan too. She said, I heard that we were getting attention. I would like some too, please.
Strike the harp and join the chorus.
Slapping the mic with her tail.
Follow me in merry measure. While I tell of Yuletide treasure.
What am I doing? Murdoch, what am I doing? Oh, she's attacking my braids now.
Hail the new year, lads and lasses.
My mom, aunt, and my sister all got new cats last month. Jealous. We can't have cats here, unfortunately. Oh, no.
Heedless of the wind and weather. Deck the halls with boughs of olive. Tis the season to be jolly. Don we now our gay apparel. Droll the ancient Yuletide carol.
Why? Okay. Why you gotta destroy my braids? If I wasn't going to sleep right after this, I would not be letting her do this. But it's keeping her away from the yarn. Is there a reason why? Oh, we've moved on to the other braid now. Why am I struggling at the end of this row here to get into this hook? Or to get into this stitch? Alright, we'll finish up this row here. And then we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. But thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. It was another fun live. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. Murdoch had a good time. She's still having a good time. We should be on for another live next Sunday evening. I will try and schedule it ahead of time so that you guys can plan accordingly. And who knows, by this time next week, what we'll be working on. I truly don't. Maybe Christmas gifts. Maybe we'll be working on some Christmas gifts by this time next week. I gotta figure out what I'm making for Christmas gifts, though. Or maybe some Christmas decor. 'Cause there's some Christmas decor stuff that I'd like to make, too. Or maybe we'll start a new wearable. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. All right, that was row 10. I feel good about that. We finished 10 rows of our new project. Here's how it's looking so far. We've got a tiny bit of a color change happening. Went from like the lighter to the darker and then the solid purple. That's really pretty. What do you think, Murdoch? She said, let me help you weave in this end. You silly girl. All right, say goodnight, everyone. No. Say goodnight. Say goodnight to everyone. Goodnight to everyone. Bye. Thank you for hanging out with my mom. Thank you for subscribing to her channel. Thank you for watching all her videos and not skipping the ads, because that's how I pay for my chimkins. That's how we can afford the chimkins. That's how we can afford the vet visits and all my vaccines, because I'm an expensive bean. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.